Hello, my name is Anthony Carpen. I'm a local filmmaker here in Cambridge. I'm here at Cambridge Guildhall for the start of a full council meeting here. I'm just making a short video just to help explain to yourselves, the viewers, what's going to be going on here this evening and basically how full council meetings work. Let's go inside. I'm here on the floor of the Guildhall, and to my right, so that'd be your left, we've got the Labour benches. The Labour Party here in Cambridge currently have control of the council because they've got the most seats. To my left and to your right, we've got the seats of the Cambridge Liberal Democrats, and we also have the seats of the Conservative, Green and Independent councillors. What we have behind us here is the main panel where the Mayor of Cambridge sits, along with officials of Cambridge City Council. Now, the Mayor of Cambridge plays a very important role in local council meetings because the Mayor is the individual who has to chair the meetings. When there is a balanced council, for example, where there are an equal number of seats between the party in office and the total of the opposition, it is the Mayor of Cambridge that has the casting vote. And a couple of years ago, this was the situation that the council found itself in when the Liberal Democrats had a majority of 1. Now, any member of the public can come along to the Guildhall and table a question. The standing order... That one's going up on YouTube because that's Gorgeous George and Councillor Dave Bajent making lots of noise. Anyway, as I was saying, any member of the public can come along and table a question. The standing orders of the council state that you have to give the officials 24 hours notice before the meeting actually starts. The reason for this is that this gives the council officials and the executive councillors time to research and give you an informed answer. You also have the opportunity to then follow up on any response that the council has given you. And it's from this position here where I'm standing where you then table your question to the executive councillors, who will then be sitting on the benches that I'm pointing to over there. In this case, it's the Labour benches because, as I mentioned earlier, it's the Labour Party that have the majority on the council. The council leader currently is Councillor Lewis Herbert, and we'll be seeing and hearing from him a little bit later on. And on the other side of the Guildhall, what we have here just down to my bottom right are the press desks, and quite often you will see the likes of John Vale and before him his predecessor Chris Havergal of the Cambridge News, who will be on these desks taking copious notes of what's being said in the council chamber. You'll also often find the likes of myself and also fellow community reporter Richard Taylor and Phil Rogers also on these benches, again reporting on what's going on in the chamber. And if we look just up at the public gallery, we can see that members of the public can either sit upstairs in the public gallery or along the sides, both on this side and of the other side of the chamber. And if we look to the very back of the chamber, and if I zoom in like so, you will see again more council officials, in this case my old workmate from the civil service, James Goddard, who is one of the council officials who helps run these meetings, and in this case one of the things that he's going to be responsible for is some decent sound. Now, for the likes of community reporters such as myself, getting really good audio is essential, and the way that many local authority buildings are set up when it comes to meetings actually makes this very difficult. The reason being is because of the semicircular nature of the setup along with the main panel, and as I demonstrated earlier, it's very, very difficult to find a suitable position for the camera to ensure that you've got the shot of the speaker's face as well as having decent audio. This is one of the reasons why it's essential to have the microphones that people speak into on, because although it may sound like your voice is projecting very, very well, it's actually very, very difficult for the microphones that those of us who have camcorders have to actually pick that up. One final thing just to add is I'm standing behind Queen Elizabeth II's charter for the City of Cambridge following the reorganisation of Cambridge City and the reorganisation of local government. Now, in one of my earlier videos, I shot it from the top of Castle Hill in Cambridge, just by Shire Hall, which is the headquarters of Cambridgeshire County Council. In Cambridgeshire, currently we have a two-tier setup. That means we have a county council responsible for things like transport and education, and we have a city council responsible for things like housing and planning. The origins, really, if we go back from 1066 with Castle Hill, was that it was a column of Norman knights that turned up and said, we're taking over Cambridge, we're going to have a castle on here and you're going to do as we say. Over the course of about 1,000 years, we have evolved from basically bullies in metal turning up to having what we have, which is a system of representative government. The purpose of this video is to help explain to you basically how that system works at a local level, and also to bust some of the negative myths about what local democracy is all about, and also to introduce some of the names and some of the faces that actually take part and who, on behalf of those of us that live here, take decisions and help run public services on our behalf. My name is Anthony Carp and I'm a local community filmmaker. Thank you for watching.